Hare Krishna. Namaste. Chapter 6, entitled as Dhyana Yoga. Sloka 47. Yoginām api sarveṣāṁ mad-gatenāntar-ātmanā śraddhāvān bhajate yoginām yukta-tamo mataḥ. Arjuna, after reading the previous sloka, concluded that the discussion is over because he thought Krishna has explained the ultimate goal, that is to attain Atma, and he has given all the steps, what needs to be done, and he has given various levels of yogis, and many subject matter has been discussed, and finally he concluded everything was done. Not until he realized Krishna continued in this sloka. We saw that the first level of yogi called ayuktaha, they are not even yogis, but they are below the yogi level because they have no idea about yoga. They are called ayuktaha, whereas yuktaha are one who does yoga, but they are interested in side benefits. And the third one was yukta-taraha, the jivatma yogi. Now, in this sloka, Krishna explains about yukta-tamaha, the paramatma yogi. And this is the final sloka of this chapter. Also, this sloka is a bridge for the coming up chapter. And this sloka, a concise statement of bhakti, which will be defined in detail in upcoming 6 chapters. There are totally 18 chapters of Bhagavad Gita. In Bhagavad Gita, we are completing the 6th chapter, and the next six chapter, and there's another set of 6 chapter. It's like a necklace, a chain, and the center one has a pendulum, which is very valuable, very nice, very attractive. And Bhakti Yoga is placed by Krishna in the center of Bhagavad Gita from chapter 7 through chapter 12. Now let's understand the word by word meaning of this sloka. Yoginām, among all yogis, api also, sarveṣāṁ, all types of, mad-gatenā, abiding in me, always thinking of me, mataḥ-ātmanā, within himself, śraddhāvān, in full faith and hankers, bhajate, renders transcendental loving service, yaha, one who, mam, to me, the Supreme Lord, saha, he, may, by me, yukta-tamo, the greatest yogi, mataḥ, is considered. We see the term here, yukta-tamo. So that's a 4th level, or the topmost level of yogi has been mentioned. The translation: of all yogis, the one with great faith, who always abides in me, thinks of me within himself, and renders transcendental loving service to me, he is the most intimately united with me in yoga, and is the highest of all. That is my opinion. When Arjuna thought Bhagavad Gita is over, then Krishna said, hold on, let's go to the next level, the higher and final level of yogi, whom I have not introduced yet. I haven't told you about that yogi yet, and that yoga process yet. Arjuna was quite surprised. He thought everything was done, that all discussion is done. You mentioned about 4 types of yogis, We saw that in Sloka 29 through 32 in the same chapter. And also you just now explained about the yogis of 3 levels. That also I understood. What is this left, Krishna? And also, if you feel the yoga process that you're going to explain to me now and that particular yogi is great, then why did you wait this long telling me all these things? Rather, you could have told this in the very first step. Well, Krishna said, you need to first understand yourself, who you are, what you are, why you are here, and so forth. If you don't even know those fundamental basic things about yourself, then how will you understand and learn about what I'm going to tell you now? Arjuna said, okay, please tell me what is that you want to share. Well, understand that Atma that I explained to you so far throughout all the 6 chapters which you wanted to attain is not independent. It is dependent. Number 2, the pleasure that you get out of Atma Prapti is lower by all means when it compares to what I'm going to tell you now, what I'm going to introduce you now. And the third point is, this that I'm going to explain to you is a perfect yoga and perfection of all yoga system. Well, Arjuna couldn't wait any further. He just saying, Krishna, suspense is enough. Please tell me, what is it yoga that you want to teach me now? Krishna said, Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti means devotion. Yoga means connection. So connecting through bhakti. Well, to who? Whom do we have to connect? Krishna smilingly says, Mam means unto me. From this point onwards, where Krishna directly pointed to himself as Mam until the end of Bhagavad Gita, where he concludes Bhagavad Gita with his final instruction, Mam ekam sharanam vraja. So he starts here in the sloka as Mam and ends Bhagavad Gita with Mam ekam sharanam vraja. It is also very important to see that Lord Sri Krishna, who is by all means supreme, he is a supreme Lord, Lord of everything, controller, cause of all causes, had been waiting until this point to speak about himself. If he so desired, he could have started the entire Bhagavad Gita from chapter 1, sloka 1, speaking about himself, but he didn't do so. In normal dealing in the world, if someone does something great, even a little small thing, very small thing, they try to glorify themselves, speak about themselves, they want to be in limelight. But the Supreme Ishvara, Sri Krishna, who has done everything, who has all rights to speak about himself, reserved not to speak until this point. Now he speaks, Mam, bhajate yo Mam. That is transcendental, rendering transcendental loving service unto me. That is nothing but bhakti. And this is Bhakti Yoga. And what is so great about that yogi who practices Bhakti Yoga, Krishna? Well, this yogi's love for me is immeasurable. Always thinks about me. Even a moment of separation from me in his thought brings him greater pain that one cannot imagine of. He is very much desperate to attain me, to come to me. He can't wait for that time. He has such a wonderful qualities. Always meditates upon me, never forgets me. I can go on, but I'm going to speak about all this thing in detail to you, Arjuna, very soon. So you know who are those devotees, bhaktas, and how they practice bhakti yoga. We will further discuss on this sloka in our next session. Yoginām api sarveṣāṁ mad-gatenāntar-ātmanā śraddhāvān bhajate yo māṁ same yukta-tamo mataḥ. Namaste. Hare Krishna.